is now inherent within this universe of ours? Well, you can't have intelligence going around by itself. It always needs soul within which it functions. Therefore, the universe as a whole has soul, which then presupposes mind. Now, see, anytime you do this, you have to consider something curious that is behind all metaphysics. Source of something, the source of something. The order it has, the purpose for which it came into existence. Therefore, if there is soul throughout the universe, there must be something that supervises it, that's in charge of it, that's responsible for it. Another word for those things. There has to be a prior condition for it, and that we can assign a hierarchical source to it. So let's do it again. All right? If the universe can be said to have soul because it appears to be ordered, then there must be something that was its source. There must be some source of its order. There must be some purpose for its existence, and therefore there must be something supervising it. Something over it, reigning over it. So let me represent that in this way. There must be something over the soul that in some way ensures that it functions the way it does. Therefore, if this is mind, that presupposes that there must be something over mind. And that usually, metaphorically and metaphysically, is called Uranos, heaven. Now, once you have, therefore, this mindfulness, it needs a repository, soul. And if you have soul, then you need something in charge of soul. Well, you need something else too, because if you have world soul, this soul, world soul, must somehow become fragmented so that you and I can get a piece of it. Must be separated from the whole. And if it's separated from the whole, then whatever it does, there may be a return to it, to its source. Well, there's a separation and return. Then we can go back to our model and we can say one of the functions of the activity in any one of these triads we're creating and playing with, we can say its activity is twofold. It can go to the next level, but it also can return to its source. Each one of these then can return to its source in a hierarchy. Now, how are you going to represent this world soul? Because it must mean it extends itself throughout the universe. Well, all right. Look here. All we need to do is get another triangle. That's all we need. Another triangle. Zeus is the source of it, therefore we'll call him the father. Right? Zeus then is the father of the next order of existence. And that's going to have to be soul in general. Because that was mind in general. Now we're going to have soul in general. Well, if he's the father, well, each one, every source can be called a father. Every term that's generated from it can be called its children. Every father can be given a name, and the children can be given names, and therefore we personify it. So, what is this soul that then is going to reign? Well, Zeus is going to reign over the soul, but now we're going to have another term for Zeus, sometimes called Zeus the Second. And then we're going to have his brother, Poseidon, and his brother Pluto. They're all brothers. They're all brothers. Now, what happens, therefore, when the soul then, general soul, as we said a moment ago, fragments and separates itself? Then we need another order, don't we? We need another order. Okay, that's easy to do. I'll go back to this in a moment. When the general soul takes on a particular entity, takes on a separation from the soul, then we can make another triad to express it. Because now there are going to be a whole bunch of souls throughout, and they're going to have to be supervised and ruled. Well, that's soul in general, and now we're going to have a distribution of other souls, a bunch of them now, right? A whole bunch of souls. This is soul in general. Right? A whole bunch of souls. You know what we can do? We can give them new names. But remember what we said a moment ago, father and children. Well, now we can get into mythology. You see, when Zeus saw the beauty of Europa, he seduced her, of course, and out came, as the child, Minos. And his brother was Rhadamanthus. Zeus also had an affair with Aegina, and lo and behold, the child was named Aeaeus. They are all the children of Zeus, next level. So pictorially, next level. Children, father, father, children, all the way up. So let's just quickly go back once more. Ultimate term, the one. There is this experienced and represented metaphysically in this way, which we're calling divine luminosity. Necessarily, we are confronted with the fact that one aspect of it that we can talk about is intellect or mind. We can then look at mind and talk about it in three ways. We can say mind itself has an existence. Mind itself has a power. There's also an activity of mind. Now, each one of these has